Hey you, so the gold giraffes have been released, so I thought I'd do a video and just give my views on the coin. So as we can see, as I was mentioning on my first video, I said I'd be a buyer or I'd be a player if the prices were right, and to me these prices just ain't right. So if you can see that right there, this dealer, which is funnily enough the cheapest at the moment, seems to be selling the coins for what's that, €1,850. So we're looking at about £1,600 sterling, $2,200. It's just way out of whack for me. I'm not going to be a player or an investor at those prices. I just feel like the dealers have really run away with themselves, you know, because it's a chain in the end of the day. You know, you have the mint, and the mint needs the dealers, and obviously the dealers need the customers and the cowboy investors like myself, believe it or not. I mean, we play a vital role. You know, your average collector, whether he's getting into these pieces or not, is just going to purchase the coin because they like it. Whereas somebody like myself may pick up the coin obviously because I have an ulterior motive, or I have a vested interest in the piece, do a video on the piece, promote it, push it out there for anybody else like myself looking to buy a collector coin and sell it on for profit, and likewise, and then I may actually go on to sell it all within a short time frame. So individuals like myself obviously do play a big role, but it's these types of individuals that the dealers are now absolutely cutting out and wiping out when they do things like this. Is it greedy, immoral? No, it's business. At the end of the day, I have to call it as I see it. The dealers absolutely couldn't give a flying F as to what we're mumbling about. An individual looking on the outside could say, I'm just being as greedy as the dealer, as I want to go ahead and purchase a coin and sell it for more. Yes, I do, but I know dealers, without looking in their pockets, are getting these coins for around the €1,300 to €1,400 mark. So when you had the rooster, they was adding on an extra 200 plus euros. So the coin was coming out at around €1,650 euros, €1,700 max. It took a good couple of months for them to increase the prices. What we're seeing now when they're coming out this high is not justified, in my opinion. A lot of the dealers have stated that they wasn't able to get what they was allocated. They wasn't able to get and that's understandable. These coins have become so popular now that I don't think the dealers even care. I think they just think, you know, they came out and no legwork was done, or individuals like myself weren't out here technically pumping and promoting these coins. But, you know, they're looking at it like, you know, there's a hot coin in now and we can sell it for this much, and they literally do not give a damn. What's happened is the dealers that make these coins, or the manufacturers, have had to give these coins out, so they've spreaded their bets. So they're giving more coins to more dealers. So at one point when we was looking at the Rooster and the Nautical, damn near 3 dealers had the bulk of the stock in Europe. I know one dealer had damn near 40 plus coins, and this was on a mintage of 100. Same dealer now is lucky to get 6 or 7. So you're finding a lot more dealers getting the coin because they're so popular. But all of these same dealers that never even stocked none of the coins, and we're talking about the gold and even the proof silver with the Nautical and the Lunar, are coming straight in at these prices. Now this dealer at this price here, as we can see, as I mentioned, that's €2,200. A dealer that I've mentioned in the past seems to just be taking it to a whole nother level. I don't know how much stock they have. If anyone's going to have more stock, this is going to be one of the dealers. But at $1,950, it's a no-go for me whatsoever. I learnt from the dog, you know, it's way too soon. I think you're going to end up really doing harm to the series personally. Do I believe it's going to stop it from being purchased? No. If they don't sell now, they're dealers, for Pete's sake. It will sell at some point. But for me, it's not going to be of interest at these prices. It's just, it leaves nothing left over for somebody like myself to play with. Of course, you have the grading option, but purchasing so high leads to the situation we've got now. This is the second release. You're having a lot of dogs that are sitting around on dealer shelves now because they whacked the prices back up, and more than one dealer had to reduce their prices. Even these dealers in question right here when it came to the Roosters. So they know what they're doing is literally riding a bubble and creating a bad bubble. But it's a bubble that's going to shoot individuals like myself. It will blow up in our faces. So I'm not going to participate. I personally can't see them coming down in price now. They've set a bar and, you know, they're going to stick to it. But in these times where a lot of individuals are veering towards more towards cryptos and metals. The spot price just took a dump as a release of this video, but you've got situations where dealers are still finding it within themselves to put a coin out at 1950 by stating that they didn't get what they was allocated. So that's how they justify that, even though they're getting it at technically at the same price they got it before. It's unjustifiable. It'd be more business smart to put it out at the same price. These coins on the high end should be 1650, so that's 1,650 euros. It should be that way they'll get a fast sellout, and then it leaves something for the cowboy investor and obviously the collector, and then we can do what we need to do from there. It takes all parties in the chain. You have the guys that make it, the guys that sell it, and then the collectors or the cowboy investors and so on that get to do what they want to do. You're having a situation at these prices where I personally feel the dealers themselves are playing the dealers and the cowboy investors, and then the individuals that just don't give a damn in the end of the day. I dread to think what this is going to come, what price it's going to be when APMEX get their hands on some. But, you know, currently the dog is lingering. It's still very early in the game. I'm going to bow out. I've done well with the Roosters and the Nauticals. I still have a few left over. It's a fantastic set to look at from a distance. With the silver proofs on these coins here, the new wildlife coins, they've bombed. They haven't done very well because they've been out for a very long time. So whether actually adding the gold to the roster is going to help, we will see. These guys don't actually stock proof coins to the best of my knowledge. It's not something they normally do. So seeing that they've stocked them in, and they've even started a little on the high side because the dealer was just has a load of these in at a more sensible price, and they've been sitting about. So how it's going to really work with what they've currently got planning or running is going to be interesting. But I think on this specific coin, they really did themselves no favors when they thought they would come in. It would have made more sense because it would have attracted more attention. This is all just my own personal opinion, for individuals to start loading up on the silver proofs and the likes of. If you've got individuals like myself that have done videos openly praising the coin, now technically being disgruntled because they've come in so high and heavy, it's not going to help push the other coins that are sitting about on the same range. We take a look. So okay, that's just the normal BU coin. So that's just my thoughts on it. At these prices, I'm definitely not going to be locking in. I'm waiting on 2 more dealers to get back to me. It's going to be interesting. If I do lock in, it's going to be at a much more better price point than this, because I'm just absolutely not interested at these prices. It's an absolute bertie. I mean, you've got the dealers just shooting these prices at, we're talking ceiling eBay prices, and that's the only way I can see it, because these are on a very low mintage already. So it's not like they're seeing a lot of examples of these coins selling around. A lot of these coins wasn't sold on the secondary market. So I don't know where their reasoning comes. It's normally they follow the leader. So the biggest dealers, I think these were the first guys to put them up for sale. I do know the guys making these coins haven't upped the prices to the dealers, because that would be them shoot. They can't afford to shoot themselves in the foot like that. So the dealers are technically shooting themselves in the foot. But as long as there's going to be individuals flocking in to buy these coins, so be it. I'm not that naive to say, hey guys, let's vote with our feet, nobody pick these coins up. Good luck to you if you ever think that's ever going to work in this day and age. But me personally, everybody has that optional choice, you know. You either see it and like it and play with it, or you see it and don't like it and you don't. I'm going to choose the don't route, because I think this is just, you know, it's strictly business. I can call it dealer greed all day long, but they're just going to look at it for what it is, and it's strictly business. It's a shame, really, because these coins haven't been out for long, and I'm not going to be involved in the frenzy. Of course, it's a very low mintage, so all dealers are going to get a set amount. There's things they can do. They can leave it to 1 per customer, which is what a lot of dealers have done. If they get 10 or below, and they can just set them at a set price. I mean, your very first coin to sell at this price is just not right in my eyes. Sell a few at what they originally came out for, in the 1600 price range, and then move on from there. But at these prices, I'm just not a player. No chance. I'm not in the game. So it's going to be interesting to hear what you guys' thoughts on it are. I think it's another series that's just gone on to get really affected by, we'll just call it as we see it. So many will say dealer greed, but you know, it's strictly business for these guys. I mean, they have a backlog of coins that are just doing absolutely crap. So whenever they can take full advantage, they're going to do exactly what they've done now. But I personally think it's not a very smart play on their end, because times right now are not good. Everybody's crypto bound. You know, spot price has taken a massive dump at the time of releasing this, and these guys are still finding it within themselves to push coins out at these high prices. I don't know how they justify that. Whereas it would have been a lot smarter to get everybody on board, so the cowboy investors and the collectors, and just make everybody smile. But instead they're just lining their own pockets in these hard times, which I don't think will work out for them in the long run. But it's going to be interesting to see. I'm going to watch it from a distance. I mean, if I can't get in now, and then I just won't be in, but it'll be interesting to see what you guys think about this. So hate or love it, go ahead and let me know what you think about this. Don't forget to come and follow me on the links I've left in the description. Don't forget to come subscribe if you haven't done so already. And I'll catch you guys on the rebound.